Gavin Newsom has signed a bill into law that bars school districts in the state of California from requiring the schools notify parents if their child requests a pronoun change. The idea being, obviously, that there are kids who want to feel accepted and understood and like their life has value that don't necessarily feel that way at home. And so if you were to notify them, that potentially could be dangerous for them, or it could make it less likely that they feel comfortable in any environment coming out. And so he's passed this bill, and according to Elon Musk, that's it. That's the straw that broke multiple corporations back, and he is now moving the headquarters of both SpaceX and Twitter from California for that reason. And if he's saying that it's that reason, then that's the actual reason. It's not something else. He's not like weaselly blaming it on something that's not the real reason. He would never do that. He says this is the final straw. Because of this law and the many others that preceded it, attacking both families and companies, SpaceX will now move its headquarters from Hawthorne, California to Starbase, Texas. He says, I did make it clear to Governor Newsom about a year ago that laws of this nature would force families and companies to leave California to protect their children. I don't know if that's true. It also has nothing to do with protecting children, but hey, more power to Gavin Newsom for not listening to him or not caring that that's what he said he would do.
The video will continue in just a moment, but first I have a message for you. TYT needs your help. Membership is vital to survival, so please go to tyt.com/team and become a member today.
He also then added, and Twitter HQ will move to Austin. He didn't call it Twitter HQ, he called it something much stupider, but that is what it is. So anyway, he says, have had enough of dodging gangs of violent drug addicts just to get in and out of the building. Guarantee he gets in through either a private basement elevator or literally a helicopter. He is a goddamn liar. But anyway, he says he's doing this. We don't know for sure that that's what it is, that he is gonna do it. If he does, by the way, totally it's about taxes. It's about taxes, it's about lawsuits and all that stuff. It's not about this. But it is notable that he wants you to think it's about this. Elon Musk, of course, a guy who has decided to set fire to his reputation, to engage in culture wars, very similar to like a J.K. Rowling figure. He himself has a trans child. Believes that it's wrong to pass laws that try to make those people feel more accepted. Sharon, what are your thoughts?
He's so juvenile. He is the worst Richie Rich kid ever. He just is, okay? Threats, and you're right, it's a chopper. Guarantee you it's a chopper, and it's something that is harming the environment. That's how he is getting to work. And I think Gavin Newsom, the governor, should have introduced something sooner. If this is all it takes to get him out of California, there's a lot of people that will be happy and they'll have to attract business elsewhere. Yeah, the taxes are too high. Yes, the cost of living is too high. But if Elon Musk will just leave I don't live in California, so it's not really fair for me to say, but if I did, as a taxpayer, I'd say go for it. It's just, he's just so disingenuous. Again, what does your child think?
Yeah, look, we're gonna get back to this particular topic, but if this is the first thing that you're watching that is critical of Elon Musk, first of all, you've already clicked away, but if you haven't, welcome. Do you understand how much of a goddamn liar he is about literally everything? And if you don't believe so, how are you enjoying your $40,000 Cybertruck? How are you enjoying your new Tesla Roadster, which was supposed to come out literally years ago? No, just it goes on and on and on. There are things that don't work out the way you want, and then there are things that are lies when you tell them, because he shares with Donald Trump that he is a massive hype man. And hype is valuable. It helps companies. Actually, like following through on the hype, way more difficult and honestly not worth doing once you have a cult that already supports you. But anyway, as someone pointed out on Twitter, guarantee Linda Yaccarino had no idea about this until the tweet happened. She's the CEO, I believe, or one of the main executives of Twitter. And yeah, she almost certainly didn't. And I will ask you this, is this a way to run any business, let alone multiple businesses? Why is it that the shareholders are comfortable with this, of governance by knee-jerk reaction? But they do seem to be okay with it. And I want to end with fun. Gavin Newsom shared on Twitter this post from Donald Trump from, this is previous, I don't think this was on July 16th. He said this previously, but he said, when Elon Musk came to the White House asking me for help on all of his many subsidized projects, whether it's electric cars that don't drive long enough, driverless cars that crash, true, or rocket ships to nowhere, without which subsidies he'd be worthless, and telling me how he was a big Trump fan and Republican, I could have said, drop to your knees and beg, and he would have done it. To which Gavin Newsom added, you bent the knee. But Elon Musk has the last laugh because he responded, "You never get off your knees." Yeah. Burn. Yeah, he reminded you of that time you were torn to shreds by the guy you're now giving $45 million a month, who has done more than any other individual to make Americans hate the product your most profitable company sells. But you said he gives blowjobs, so burn. He's a 5-year-old. He's a dim-witted 5-year-old. 5-year-olds can have a sense of humor. He doesn't. He's not as good as the average 5-year-old. Sharon.
It's just, what are we supposed to do with this? Okay. I have a 12-year-old that I love to complain this or that. She's a great kid, great grades, great kid, good person. But I don't want to parent him, and I don't want to think about this, okay? There's no corner big enough that we can send this ego to. Enough of it.
There needs, I'm sure there's studies, there are probably books, but the two best case studies are Elon Musk and J.K. Rowling, and I'm sure there are others. They're like, we focus so much on how social media has broken the minds of like 14-year-olds in high school. We need to do more talk about how it's broken billionaires' minds. You have people that could be some of the most admired and successful people in the world that decided, I am going to set that on fire so that right-wing trolls will like my tweets. It's such a bizarre life path, but multiple billionaires, multiple of the richest people in the world have chosen to do exactly that. Seems strange. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?